Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Model Car Guy Rich here. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. Today I'm undecided here. I have this AMT kit. It's a Peterbilt wrecker, 125 scale, come out AMT Ertl. It is kit number 8126 and it came out again, doesn't say. Let me look on the back here. You guys see it? Shout it out. I'll have to look on the instructions. But I haven't decided if I want to do an unboxing or if I'm just going to do a build on this one. I've had this kit for many years. The box is just now starting to collapse on itself from the weight of all the other kits that were sitting on top of it. This one here is molded in gray. 4 different sets of instructions. Pretty cool. It's certainly involved here. You may notice a new look for the back of the bench here. I got rid of my old faithful multi-drawer blue container that I've had over 35, maybe 40 years, and just put up a few shelves just to give myself a little more room on the bench. I was running out of space. Usually I got 3 models going at once, 3 kits. Here are the decals for this kit. Pretty cool looking. They look pretty yellowed, and no date on the back of those. Oh, yes it is. There it is, folks. July of '97 is when this kit came out. So it's almost 30 years old too. Wow. It's crazy how time flies, folks. Yeah, so I think I'll do an unboxing and build all in one video. We'll see how that goes. Usually, you know, I do them separately just because it's fun to do them that way for me. And a lot of you guys like that. But I think this one I'm just going to go along and build it as I take it out of the box. So I'll be back in a little while. I'll put some parts outside of the box and lay them out and see how things are going. Alright, as always, I thank you all for stopping by, and see you in a minute. Okay, so like I just previously stated, there's 4 sets of instructions, and we have 3 bags of chrome, 3 assorted molded in gray parts, 10 tires, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, yep, 10 tires, 2 different sets of lights, reds and amber, the windshield and all the glass, the sides and the back, and the headlights there. Okay, so now I'm going to make a decision on colors and probably put the chrome and the glass and that back in the box until I'm ready for it and start separating all these parts out. It's usually the way I do it. Your mileage may vary. Be right back. Okay everyone, quick update. It's been exactly 24 hours since I opened the box and started this video. I started building the Peterbilt wrecker. Obviously that's what this video is about. I put together as much of the frame as possible. Okay. And then built the engine and painted some parts that are all just hanging right there. I've got other parts in the spray booth waiting to be painted. A little late at night to do that, so I'm going to wait and do that in the morning. I have not been working on this the entire time. I took a bunch of breaks, come back at my leisure and did a little bit here and there. Everything is pretty good. Excuse me. Everything is pretty good, going together well. A little bit of excess flashing, not astronomical, but definitely there. There's a piece right there I missed. Can you see it? Let me get the hobby knife out. It's right here. There's a piece of flesh, and right there I missed it until just now. So I'll get on that, get the painting interior and the body, fenders and all that stuff. It's funny, I've gone through every molded in white part that consisted of just the truck parts. I still have a complete bag of parts that's for the work body and the toe beam and all that stuff. But the other stuff that was all laid out here in the earlier part of this video, I've gone through every tree except for these little bits here, which I'm just waiting for them to be put in place. But the funny thing is I've only gone through the first step, which is building the engine. Now I've not put some of these parts on because they're right there drying, and then I built the frame, and then that was all on that one sheet. Then on the second sheet, we start here in step 10. Oh, I did not do the tires and wheels yet because they're going to get painted. But I jumped ahead to step 10 and did almost everything there, and that's it. So far, out of all the steps to build this, 10 steps, and I've gotten almost everything done with the exception of waiting on paint to dry. And then it'll just be a matter of putting all these other little finicky parts in there. But it's coming along well. I'm happy with it, and I'll be back with more. Quick update, folks. Here's the frame on the Peterbilt tow truck. I won't be able to pick it up and show you the bottom of it while it's built because it's just going to be too bulky and awkward. So most of it's all done in flat black. A little bit of detailing on the air chambers and that. The easiest thing to put together so far, which really surprised me, is the body, the work body. It all went together really easy. I used some masking tape as clamps and glued it in place, and done. It was like, wow, that was nice. There's the engine coming along. Wheels and tires are ready to get set on there. It's coming. I really like it. There's a lot of neat little accessories. It has a drum for, 55-gallon drum for whatever you want, mineral spirits, lacquer thinner, oil, whatever, and then a spare tire that's plastic. And the funny thing is the spare tire is actually a front steer tire, and all the rest of them were drive tires. I thought that was kind of interesting. And that's all. We'll be back. Well, here's an interesting tidbit on this build. This here is the boom for the tool arm here. Goes in there. So the instructions want you to take this piece, the pulley that goes at the back of the arm here. They call it part number 225. Okay. Well, first of all, it's two pieces. It's not one piece. They don't tell you anything about it. They don't. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you got to put it together, but they don't mention that at all in the instructions. And then they show it being inserted into this bar here, which is great because that's where it goes. Except there's no holes. I just drilled these two holes. Okay? I had to put this in here and line it up and try to eyeball it, and I got lucky and nailed that sucker on the first try. But then I'm going to have to come up with some kind of little pin or something to put through there to act as a bolt and nut in order to secure it, because this is the pulley that obviously does most of the work for a tow truck. I just thought it was kind of interesting that there was no mention of it being separate, or that you need to figure out a way to put it in there, other than I could have glued it in, and just been done with it, but it just didn't seem right to me, so I figured I'd just go ahead and drill it out. But yeah, it's right now it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I've been at this for a couple of hours. I really enjoy this build. My biggest complaint so far is, again, instructions. I got a feeling that whoever designed this kit originally back in the early 70s or whenever it first was released, like I said earlier, this particular kit came out in 1999, but I'm sure it was an older release. But it's quite obvious that whoever designed it never worked on a diesel vehicle, never worked on a big truck, never drove a big truck, doesn't have any comprehension of the way things work when it comes to large mechanics. Here is the tow bar package thing down here. In the instructions, they want you to have these hooks facing the other way, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, because you're going to use that to help secure your load or whatever that you're trying to pull on, and if the hooks are facing the other way, you're not going to be able to hook onto anything. It's kind of funny. I thought about doing two one way and two the other way, and then I said, oh, the heck with it. This is the only way it makes sense to me. So that's all for the update for now. I'm going to try and go get some rest and come back at it again in the morning. Alrighty, folks. See you in a second. Well, there it is, folks. Peterbilt 359 wrecker. Took a little while to finish this one. I had a little bit of issue with some warped parts and improper fitment of things, and instructions were just a nightmare. It's my first time building this particular kit, and it was a challenge. And I see I haven't put the other side view mirror on there. It didn't glue up properly, so I set it aside, but I wanted to get the video out for you. Originally I had some Model Car Guy Rich decals put on the door, and as soon as I put them in water they disintegrated, so I'll get around to perfecting that and get back to that one later. But all in all, this was a fun build. I really liked a lot of the little extras that came with it. A broom and a shovel, some tire tools, a couple of gas cans, 55-gallon drum of something, a spare tire, a jack, a lot of nice little goodies. I've got a little set of chrome miniature 125 scale tools, wrenches and hammer and that kind of stuff, and I was going to put it on here too, but I can't remember where it's at. So once I find those, I'll throw them on there as a side note later. You got the wires for the hook, and then other for the beam to lift that. Pretty neat. I really like this one, considering the issues that I had with it. It was still a fun build. And like I commented before, I don't know if it was this video, earlier in this video, whoever laid out the instructions for this kit never drove a semi. It's very clear. They have no concept of how a semi operates. Other than that, it was fun. So that's a wrap on this one, folks. It's going on the shelf, and I'll get around to getting them decals perfected and put them on after the fact. As always, I thank you for stopping by. Please share the video with whomever you think might enjoy it. And Model Car Guy Rich out. As always, keep on modeling. Thanks, everybody.